Welcome to issue 129 of the Captain's Log, a reflection on my work through this week, exploring the social age. And this week has been a week of new programs. I've been running the New Culture Explorer program. It's a 6-week journey, bringing people together from within an organization. In this case, it's a merging organization, but it's really about interconnection, about how culture tends to form islands and we belong on those islands. And an organization is like a sea that's full of these different islands. And what I want to do with this work is help people look across the water, see the island, and see what keeps it separate. I talk in the program about maybe the island is a volcanic island with a reef around it, and you can see the water breaking over the reef, but unless you have a local guide, you can't get through, you can't get onto the island. So I've had some fun with that this week. I've run 3 cohorts through it. It's been a pretty full-on week, 3 cohorts through the first week, and it's been fun. I've enjoyed pulling that work together, and I've enjoyed doing the illustration for it. You'll see the ones I've shared here. I've just been playing around with some new imagery. Now, that work is really inspired by the ideas within the socially dynamic organization. That's one of the kind of landmark pillars of my work. You've got social leadership that looks at leading at the intersection of systems, and then the socially dynamic organization, which is about the systems within which we lead and how we will change those systems. So it talks about the domain-based organization, the vertical structures, which are really a post-industrial legacy, the way that organizations are segmented vertically, and those vertical segments like HR, IT, R&D, logistics, they bleed out into society, they bleed out into structures of education and habitation and even law. And so we engineer organizations that are engineered into society that then becomes rather static. It casts this shadow into the past. If we wish to change the organization, we need to somehow disaggregate some of that. And interconnection was one of the things I focused on in the book, getting people connected between domains, not just more connected within domains, but between them, which takes us into the space of the other. So again, there's a parallel. The Culture Explorer work plays with that. In the next few weeks of that work, it will move into looking at how culture is held in stories and how it is held in systems of power, both ideas I was exploring earlier this year. So that's been quite fun. I've really enjoyed doing that. And I've also been feeling really positive this week about my work. Sometimes my work is very divergent and I get lost in it, and sometimes it converges, it comes together. And at the moment, I'm feeling in the illustration and in the writing, there are some elements coming together. So that's been a really fun thing to look at. Another body of work I've been playing with is quiet leadership. So it really has been a week of new stuff. I've run 15 cohorts, I think, through the Quiet Leadership program. And it's been a surprise to me. I never intended that work to be big, but it has become so. It's become really a significant part of this year for me, publishing the book on quiet leadership and looking at leadership in the smallest of actions. But as I've done that, I wanted to build a new chapter out. So the original work looks at humility, kindness, fairness and grace, and this new work is going to look at togetherness, it's going to look at belonging, it's going to look at the ways that we come together within different structures in order to weave connection between us. So it's going to be experimental, a new chapter. I'm going to just see how it goes, but I hope to carry that work to scale next year. I've also shared below some of the other Substack sites that I'm on. This publishing the Captain's Log on Substack is new. I love this platform. I find some energy in creating for it. It's a very dynamic community. So if you're interested in my work, you want to explore the social age from different aspects, you'll see some links below. Thanks for your interest in this work though. Thanks for coming along with me on the journey. I'm on holiday next week, but I'll see you in a couple of weeks' time.